To the right so you don't get your head knocked. And look at some of our sharp chert. That's see what more of it. You bet. That's really sharp. So if you don't touch it, but if you did, you would get probably cut. So that shows you how sharp that stuff does, even when you just chip it off. Now, why they didn't take the rest of that, I don't know. You can see this stuff.
They made knives and everything out of it, didn't they?
Yep, knives, tomahawks, of course, arrowheads, everything. So, this was their lifeblood. They didn't need to. They weren't good at making tools. So I think he got pretty good at making tools because they pretty much like to eat.
Yeah, they're like anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. They were no different than the rest of us. That's right. But they didn't have McDonald's to go through.
They like
No. I love Sonic. Sonic's my favorite. All right, here's another fossil. Look at this guy.
Neat. What is a snake?
Well, it used to be a worm. Yes. See, worms don't, or snakes don't get in the mud, but worms do. So that was a big old fat worm back in the time of the decline. It's called a boar worm. And he slimed around and made a little trail right through the mud.
Oh, he wasn't that long.
Well, no, but he still made it.
I was thinking he was going to go.
Well, he may have been. I don't know,
huge.
but he was about that big around.
Wow.
You didn't go fishing with this
I
worm.
was just going to say, that would last you for weeks.
Well, he was about that big around. That's his
yeah,
whole-
why not? They're bigger than worms, bigger than fish.
Maybe. Well, that's what somebody said on the last tour. Well, I can catch a big fish with that thing. Well, maybe you're right. I don't know. But, anyway, it's just more proof that we were the bottom of an ocean at one time. Not so much now. You guys believed me, didn't you? Some people don't. I had one little boy that he didn't believe me. He said, this is not the bottom of an ocean. And I said, well, how'd the fossils get on the ceiling? He said, well, they just jumped up there. How are you going to argue with that? Yeah, exactly. It's like Velcro. So I didn't argue. I said, okay.
Too bad. I think I know what the spitballs in his class.
Yeah, exactly. Now, check out my starfish.
Oh,
yeah.
that is really cool.
We've got lots of starfish in this cave, but this is the only guy that's got all 5 of his arms. So I thought that's kind of cool. And that's got a real big long. See how long that one was? I guess the rest of them were that long too. But they kind of broke off. Bottom of an ocean. I know I mentioned it, but I thought I'd say it again.